What's up, YouTube? It's Mo from the H here, and this is my YouTube channel. Nothing specific, nothing spectacular about this channel, but I will be giving my opinions and my personal thoughts here. Today's topic is Colin Kaepernick and Stephen A. Smith. This is a hot button issue right now. So, before I get started, if you like what I'm saying, please drop a like. If not, drop a dislike, and you can leave your disgruntled comments in the comment section. But like, comment, subscribe, share if you feel. Either way, let's get into it. Now, first disclaimer, this is my opinion. So, I'm right, regardless of what y'all think. For me, this is my opinion, and my opinion to me is the right thought process. But I do like to spit a little facts. If you don't know what's happening, former quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, Colin Kaepernick, was blackballed for 3 years by the NFL for kneeling to represent to bring light to police brutality against African Americans in the United States of America. And news media spun it into something totally different. Oh, he's not American, he's not patriotic, he hates the army, he hates the flag. It was about police brutality and bringing light to that now. He chose to kneel during the national anthem, and because of that kneeling process, people start to feel some type of way because of the media spin. Although there was a veteran that told, because he used to sit down during the national anthem, and they said, "Don't sit down, that's disrespectful. If you're gonna do something, at least take a knee," which he did. Words from an Army vet proving he did not do this in spite of the military. But he got blackballed, couldn't get signed, even though some of his stats were better than some of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL today. And he had to basically sit for 3 years. He won a settlement lawsuit. We don't know the number, but he got paid basically by the NFL a settlement because of their collusion to keep him out of the NFL and keep him out of a job. That was back in 2016. Fast forward to 2019 today. The NFL called him with an impromptu workout to see if he can get a job, to see if anybody was looking to hire him. And it was kind of strange because that settlement got settled 9 months ago. They haven't heard, him and his camp haven't heard anything from the NFL. Now all of a sudden, on a Tuesday, I think it was, before the workout, they said, "Hey Colin, we got a workout for you. If you want to play, you can come and work out. You got 2 hours to say yes or no," basically. And this is what I remember, so don't hold the facts against me, but this is what I remember. They agreed they were going to do it. They had this waiver. The waiver was, the waiver language was different. It was weird. And his lawyers, Colin Kaepernick's lawyers, didn't feel comfortable signing the waiver. They said it would be malpractice for them to have him sign that waiver because it was just that bad. Now, I'm not a lawyer, but malpractice sounds pretty bad. So what Colin did and his team decided to do was, instead of signing the waiver and showing up to the facility that they chose, he signed, he got his people to go to a disclosed location in Atlanta, a high school in Atlanta, and perform the workout there with his people, with his receivers, where it was open to the public. You could see everything in front of everybody. And he wanted transparency and truth. The workout that the NFL had planned for him was closed off from the media. He couldn't bring his people in. They can edit it and clip it any way they want. And they decided that they didn't feel comfortable doing that, so they decided that they was gonna do it elsewhere. If you search YouTube or the internet for Colin Kaepernick's workout tape, you can check it out. I think it's about an hour long or so. But to get to my point, Stephen A. Smith, the outspoken analyst, you can see him on First Take. He's he's a journalist, sports journalist, and he's been known for his opinion, and a lot of people are giving him a lot of backlash because they're saying that, oh, you hating on him, you on time, you this, you that, and the third, because his point of view, and he has said disclaimers that he was backing up Cap all 3 years. He was telling them that he know what happened was wrong. He agreed. His point of view is because of the changes he made, because of the location switch, he feels that Colin Kaepernick wants to be a martyr. He's basically saying he doesn't want to play football. He doesn't really want a job. He wants basically to keep his movement alive, which I disagree with personally. Colin Kaepernick has been working out 5 days a week for 3 years straight. Whenever he's ready to take on the job, then he's in top shape, which you can see in the tape that he was ready. He had a few deep throws he did, mid throws, out routes in, slants, bubble screens, a lot of different throws that an NFL type quarterback is expected to make. And from what I can tell, I did see the tape, from what I can tell, he hasn't lost a step. Still has good feet, still moves well. I'm not an NFL professional, but I am a fan of the game. I did have a chance to play myself. And from my opinion, it looks like he can help a team right now if he was to get signed. The part I did agree with from Stephen A. was the facts of the matter. Stephen A. basically said that if you wanted a job, then you'll do basically what they tell you to do. You would have went to the workout, you would have did this, you would have did that. And what he's saying, I think personally, was not wrong. I don't want to crucify that man. And I think a lot of us have, by us, I mean us. I think a lot of us have crucified that man because of the facts that he's given. I don't think he's wrong. Because if you put yourself in that position, if you go to a job interview and you want a job, if what you're coming in for is a job, that's your intention, that's your goal, that's your purpose. You're going to come there dressed well, on time, with your credentials, and you're going to do things their way. Because at the end of the day, an interview is an opportunity for an employer to vet you or cross-examine you basically to see if you'd be a good fit for their company. If I'm an employer, I'm going to say, hey, I have a position I need filled. I want somebody to do this for me and my company. It's my company. So I want it done this way. If you can't do it this way, then I have to find somebody else. I have to find somebody else that can. Which is basically what the NFL was saying. And I know it's a hard pill to swallow because it's kind of one of them things where you don't want to accept that fact. The fact of the matter is, it's called the National Football League, not the Colin Kaepernick League. Although I would watch if he started a league of his own. Just saying. That's the ugly truth. He wants a job from the NFL, then he has to go play by the NFL's rules. But if he doesn't want a job from the NFL, then he can do whatever the hell he wants. And that's just the facts. I think people misunderstand. Yeah, you have the talent. Yeah, you are ready to play, but at the same time, you're gonna end up jobless because you want to fall in line. I hate saying that, but it is what it is. They want Colin Kaepernick to fall in line and do things their way, because at the end of the day, I have money, I have a team. I'm going to give you money to play for my team, but my team has rules and standards. Here's where it gets mixy. Here's where it gets dicey. Colin Kaepernick didn't break any rules. He didn't go against the grain. The only reason why he got pushed out of the NFL is because they wanted him. They didn't want to piss off some of their friends on high. The NFL, they played the national anthem. And believe it or not, I've read somewhere, and somebody fact-checked me on this, I read somewhere that when they first started the NFL, they never actually played the national anthem. They started playing the national anthem because they wanted it to become more patriotic. They wanted the American people to take hold of the game. So they did that in order to increase their numbers and their ticket sales. And with that fact being known, it kind of puts things in perspective, because it's not about, the NFL is not about patriotism. They're about money. There are 32 owners. There are 32 businessmen. Businessmen are about getting business done and making money. And if playing the national anthem increases the patriotism of the game, increases the attendance. The attendance means more ticket sales. More ticket sales means more money, means more business. You got advertisement revenue. You got commercials. You got all kinds of stuff. So the whole Colin Kaepernick kneeling and during the national anthem, that issue is dead. They did wrong, and they should have did a lot better. I don't think they should have blackballed him because he wanted rights for his people. As a black man, I appreciate Colin Kaepernick, because as a black father, I definitely appreciate Colin Kaepernick, because I have a brother, a son, and a father, and I don't want to be abused by the police just because I threatened them with my skin color. It's not right. So for the record, I do stand with Cap. But at the same time, I don't want to discredit another black man, aka Stephen A. Smith, because of his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. And even Shannon Sharp, who I like a lot. Shannon Sharp, he has a show with Skip Bayless. I think it's called Undisputed or something like that. He said basically some of the same things that that Stephen A. Smith said. He didn't want no job. He was saying that basically he didn't want a job. He just wanted to prove a point. And I don't think that's the case. I really don't. I think the point he was trying to prove is, I want a shot to play football in the NFL, but I want a fair shot. I want somebody to give me the chance to show my skills the right way, instead of having somebody take the clip and edit it and make it basically reality TV. Because if anybody in here watches reality TV, you know how they can chop things up, making things appear not to what they really are. In closing, you can either take what you hear and run with it, or you can take what you hear and do some research. Me personally, I choose to research and fact check, and you're more than welcome to fact check me if I'm wrong. Please let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section. But I'm not mad at Stephen A. for what he's saying, because like I said, he's right in saying that if you want a job, you do what your employer says. But to Colin Kaepernick's point, yeah, I want a job, But don't interview me and then tell the employer that was a bad interview because you didn't like the shirt I had on. What I do in my personal life does not take away from what I do in my professional life. And those two things shouldn't affect one another. What they basically saying is they're going to control your life. Because, and when I say they, I mean the NFL. They saying that you can play for us as long as you do things our way, personal or professional.